I'm a beginner game developer learning to make games on scratch, one simple game at a time, in alphabetical order, of course. Today's game will be based on the letter. Obviously, I'm gonna make a game about eggs. I'm not gonna complicate things here. I actually tried to make a game about eggs a while ago where you had to pay for coops and then buy chickens, like baby chickens. Then you had to click the chicken so that it grows into a bigger chicken, and then from this chicken, you can get an abundance of eggs that you can sell. This game turned out to be way too ambitious, so instead, I'm just gonna make a clicker game, starting with an empty file found deep in the depths of my unshared projects. I deleted the scratch cat and then proceeded to upload all the sprites that I drew or copied from a random image like set on Pinterest. I also uploaded a bunch of cracked eggs that I drew. First thing was to look for a backdrop because I didn't have time to draw one, because I thought about making this at 9 p.m. when my bedtime is 11 p.m. because I have work tomorrow. Because I only have 3 hours to make this game, I would have to depend on Scratch to provide the background, which it did a pretty good job. I really like this egg colored backdrop with the circle in the middle and the spiral at the bottom here, so I'm gonna use these two together. First thing I did was change the color. Although it fits with the theme of an egg, I would like to make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to the eye, so I changed it to purple, and then I proceeded to try to make the spiral fit perfectly within this circle, which ended up being a waste of time. You will see that later. I diverted from that idea for a little bit and made the animal disappear so I could put the egg in the center and give it a cute little bobbing animation. I then proceeded to try to get some little eggs to come out from behind of it. But this, as you can see, this one is too big, this one is too small, and this one is just right. I moved on from the egg and back to the spiral to try to get it to rotate in the background by having it turn 15 degrees forever. But as you can see, it looks wonky. I tried multiple methods to try to figure out why it was turning like that, but I couldn't figure it out, and in the end I just decided that it really wasn't worth my time trying to have a spiral in the back of the egg, and I just left it blank. The next thing I implemented was having the egg crack over time the more you click it, but as you can see, the egg just cracks until it eventually becomes whole again, which I don't want. So the next thing I did was try to animate the egg cracking open so that the animal can come from the inside. This did not come out immediately perfected, so I had to redo it eventually. Eventually, I randomized the probability of getting animals. So the more common animals, you'll get more, and the rare animals, you get the least. The game was pretty cute and complete by this time, but I decided I wanted to add an area where you can see your collection of animals. So I made a list that holds each animal that you find if you haven't already found it. And when I generate the animals in the collection on the other page, it uses this list to determine which ones to show you and which one gets blurry. With this, the game was complete. I'm very happy with what I did in 2 hours. I feel like if I'm able to make a game like this, even though it's small, within just a matter of 3 hours, it ended up being 12 o'clock when I finished this game. I think I can make bigger games now. Leave a like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you can see which game I make when I start making a game for the letter F.